Hello, I'm Wanderer001, and despite the title, it is not actually all doom and gloom for Wyze Cam, or Wyze the company. They did introduce a new AI, which will allow you to do person detection with your Wyze Cam. Now, this is for Wyze Cam version 2 and for the Wyze Cam Pan. Wyze Cam 1, sorry, you're out of luck, but those are the breaks. With a $20 camera, you can get a new one. Not terrible. Now, there was a lot of information that they put out about the Wyze AI here in order for PeopleSense to be utilized. I'm not going to get into all of that. You can go to Wyze's official channel to check that out. But I will show you what it looks like on my Wyze Cam version 2. So I'm going to enlarge my camera here and just kind of get it back there. So you will have to do a firmware update in order to use the AI, and you will now notice down there in the corner it says Y. Actually, here, probably easier on the big screen here. It says Wyze and their partner for the AI. So that's how you will know that you have updated your firmware and now have it. So to add people detection or person detection to your camera, you come over to Account, and then you would come over to Firmware Upgrade to make sure that your device is upgraded. Next, you come over to Wyze Services. And in my case, I already have it turned on, which is why it looks like this. So I would just select person detection, and then I can pick my cameras that I wish to have this happen on. Now, if you're setting this up for the first time, there are several screens, which I will flash up here, that will walk you through making sure that you upgrade your Wyze Cam so that you can have this service. Now, coming back to the camera itself, we would go into our camera that now has person detection, come up to settings, and under event recordings, you can see detect motion, scheduled all day, notifications. You now have person detection. If you don't have person detection turned on, you would select it here, and you still have the choice for all motion if you wanted. I have found that it is between 80 to 85% accurate. I had to do some tweaking in the detection zones. So here I turned up the sensitivity to high, and then I did in fact keep the zone turned on because I was having difficulties when it wasn't zoned actually picking up. And it still has a little trouble picking up stuff in this dark corner of my house. But I will say, having person detection has cut down on the amount of notifications that I get now. So it's not notifying me every time something is detected. However, they're not 100% accurate. And let me show you in the event log. So in the event log, you will also now have a new button, which is filter out all the events except for ones that have people in them. Now, coming down, and this is why I say it's only 85 to 80% accurate right now. Here is a picture or a motion capture that it took of my cat. That is not a person. But there also now is this help improve the AI. So we can share this with Wyze and say, I saw a person, I didn't see a person. So this was not a person. So it sends that feedback. I can also select for some of these darker ones because it has problems right now with this dark region detecting me as a person. It detects motion perfectly fine, but not people yet. So there's a couple that I've gone through and said, this is a person, to hopefully train the AI for those darker areas. Now, I will say, if you do not have the person detection turned on first, so I have a bunch of ones back here from earlier this morning of when a maintenance guy came to do some stuff around my house. I did not have person detection on, and you can see, even though there's a person there, it's not labeling them as such, so it doesn't go back and relabel things that are in the role already. So it's after you turn person detection going forward. Now, I will say, as a free service, this is an awesome add-on for a $20 camera or the $30-ish pan camera. And I really, really like Wyze. And I really like the ecosystem that they're building, which is why I am very concerned with this Wyze services. Because one of the things that I had thought I grabbed a screen capture of but did not was next to the person detection, it labeled it as free, which is all well and good. And even the introductory video to the AI system has specific wording that concerns me, where it's Wyze is moving forward to offer more services to our customers at a reasonable price. So when I hear that, I think this services area, and we're going to get out of there because it's not focusing very well, is going to fill up with other services, which is fine. But at a reasonable price concerns me, because Wyze then turns from the scrappy hardware company to a services company like Ring or Microsoft. Now, it does sound like right now, at least, they're planning extra storage at a fee. Now, the AI is great at a fee, but if you want more than person detection, if you want probably learn the people in your house and don't notify me when it's these people, there will be a fee for that. I'm not saying that a company shouldn't be making money. I just am concerned when a hardware company, scrappy hardware company that makes good quality, cheap products, starts changing into a services company. You tread a very fine line there. And I'm not saying it can't be done, but there are a lot of other examples of companies that have gone through this transition and they did not keep their company mantra intact when they made the transition. I really, really hope for Wyze, the company, their sake, that they are able to do that. But with the introduction of these services, I hope that they do not forget their core buyer who helped them get to be as big as they are with these free services and free add-ons. I know you need to make money and hardware will only get you so far. Please, 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 Wyze, don't lose sight of what made you great, because once you do, the next scrappy startup is going to come along and eat your lunch. Again, I really like Wyze products. In fact, I'm waiting for my Sense and Wyze bulbs to come in. And if you saw the video I did of the plug that may or may not have been announced by now, I follow this. I love it. I really want them to succeed. Please, please, please don't lose sight. I have been Wanderer001. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the area below. And as always, thanks for watching.